Wrapping up the week of trade here on the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network, and I'm joined now by Ethan Robson of agmarket.net for our daily market summary. Ethan, it's been a busy week in terms of what we've learned about with the big report day earlier this week. How is the trade wrapped up here on Thursday?
Yeah, all in all, a pretty quiet trade in the shortened trading week. Have September corn down a half cent, 4.22 and a quarter. December corn down 1.5, 4.40 and 3/4. Soybean market, that August contract up about 3/4%, 11.36 and a quarter. November soybeans down about 2, 11.47 and 3/4. Busy week, like you said, had Tuesday's acres and grain stocks report. Trade's been digesting those numbers, and then all steams ahead for U.S. weather.
And then also, Ethan, it's not too long before we have the WASDE report for July. So, how did these reports this week set us up for that next big report?
Yeah, especially on the corn side with that grain stocks report, that grain stocks number coming a little bit below pre-report expectations, what the trade was expecting. So expecting a little bit of zigging and zagging with the July WASDE report, see how those numbers end up balancing there. That's going to be the next big report there. And then on top of that, too, it's all eyes on U.S. weather. This is prime time for U.S. corn growth. So something managed money is going to be paying close attention to is that forecast for that U.S. corn yield. How big is that U.S. corn yield going to be? Depending who you talk to, some have a great crop, it seems like, and then some that crop's not as good as what one was hoping. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out.
I wanted to ask you as well, Ethan, in the last few 3-day weekends that we've had, it does seem like there's been a headline or two that has popped up and moved the ag marketplace once we resume trading the next week. So, what is the message for farmers here this weekend? Is it just obviously enjoy the time off and the weekend, but still be keeping an eye on things just in case a headline were to pop?
It definitely is. Yeah, definitely reset, recharge, be grateful for what we have here in America, right? Hope everyone has a happy and safe 4th of July. But then the risk is also on the table for both the bulls and the bear side with these my markets. We've seen managed money come out of 3 days weekends doing a little zigging and zagging, a little wonky, depending on whatever headline comes next. And so while these aren't great prices and we have seen better prices in the marketing year, still urge producers just continue to remain disciplined, break down your cost of production. What's your break even? Where's your yields thinking? Where are you thinking your yields will be? Because that can drastically change what those break evens are. And you might be able to make these prices work and not know it.
Let's talk about the other side of the markets. How did the livestock trade today?
Yeah, last the weaker tone there on that live and feeder cattle. The live cattle August down about $2.69.20 52.5 cents at 3.6 lean hogs. Back and forth day there. That August contract up $1.70, 98.75. Those deferreds just can't find a life. These corn traded these lean hogs, traded 1-year lows today on the back half of the lean hogs. Looking for some sort story there for the bull side.
And for the livestock side right now, Ethan, are we kind of in a similar pattern that we've been in here in the short term where it's a little bit of choppy trade back and forth and we're on this side of the marketplace maybe starved for a little bit of news?
We are, yeah. All things considered, the livestock market's been a little bit of a quiet market recently, and so managed money just speculates trying to find what that next headline is gonna be, and that's definitely the bull bear debate there in the cow sector, and same conversation we had in the grain side too. Just urge the cattle rancher just continue to stay on top of these markets, have disciplined risk management strategies because you never know what can and will happen.
And then, Ethan, I know you're out in the field working here today. What are you working on? Because I'm guessing you've got a similar situation to a lot of farmers around the Midwest.
Yeah, so for us, we about 10, 15 days ago got a little bit of tornado, some hail damage on our soybeans. Crop adjuster came out today, told us that he would recommend replanting. So right or wrong, we're going to be replanting some soybeans today, just hoping for the best, getting some sort of yield out of it. So no, we're not the only ones in that boat. Been talking to other clients too, where they've had that issue, right? Have different tornadoes, hail, wind, rain damage. So definitely something the marketplace is going to be paying close attention to as well.
What's the best way for our viewers to get in touch for more marketing information?
Yeah, this is a lot agmarket.net. call Bloomington Normal 100-779-1515.
Ethan, thanks so much for the time. Ethan Robson, my guest here today, and have a great 4th of July weekend.
You as well. Thank you. Stay safe.